So we're going to work on SolidWorks assignment 3. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we need to do. It says we're going to create a, follow along the video, which you're watching here, and create a solid model. Or if you want, challenge yourself without instruction. I guarantee you'll learn a lot. And then upload the SolidWorks file when you're done. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what we're going to create. So we're going to create this model here. We're going to use this drawing here to create this part. So the way I see it is, remember, think about features. So I see this L, kind of the big shape here, the L as our first feature. Then maybe this narrow cutout, which is over here as the second feature. And then this wider cutout over here as the third feature. We have a total of 3 features that we're going to build. All right, so let's go to SolidWorks. I'll select New. And I'll pick Part. Okay, so I want to make sure I'm in my Features menu over here. So Features, Extrude Base or Boss. I'm creating material. So I'm going to select on the plane in which I want to draw that first base feature. So I'm going to draw that on the front plane. Now, if I go back to I could start out with a block and then cut this away, but I pretty much know this is the shape that I want. So I'm going to just go straight away and sketch that. So let's go ahead to line, and I'm going to sketch starting at the origin. So there's my vertical line. I know that because the little yellow indicator there. Draw a horizontal line, draw another vertical line, draw another horizontal line, draw another vertical line. As you can see where I want to line up with where that origin was. I can see that blue line, dotted line kind of going across. So I'm going to pick that, and then that completes my my sketch. So remember, I chose my feature. I chose, then I sketch, and now I have to dimension. So what I want to do is follow this dimensioning scheme best I can. So I have 7 and 2. So let's go back to that. So Smart Dimension. I'll measure from this line over to this line, moving my mouse up. I'll type in 7. Then this line here, I'll just say that's going to be 2. So I'm just kind of working through this. So we got 7 and 2. We got 2 over here. And 5. So we want to take this 5-inch dimension, which will be from here to here. So let's go ahead back there. So we're still in Smart Dimension. I'll measure from there to there. And that's 2. And then that 5 dimension was measuring from this top line to this bottom line and over here. So that's our base feature. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to just go back and see how deep it goes. So this is this 5-inch dimension here. So that's how deep we're going to extrude this back. I'm going to extrude it in this direction. Okay. So exit sketch. So it's on the left, on the right. Doesn't matter which one. And then I'll type in a depth of 5 over here on the left and hit the check mark. Okay, so I'm going to just fit to the screen here, and that's my first feature. Notice the name of my part up here is Part 1. So I want to make sure I save it with something I'm going to remember. So I'm going to say Save. I'll put it on my desktop, and I'll call this part Class 3, just so that I remember it later on. Class 3, we'll go ahead and save that. And when it gets done with that, you'll notice that the top here will change the name here. So that's, oh, there it is. So it's Class 3 SLDPRT. Okay, so going back to my drawing, I'm going to make this narrow cutout here. Okay, so let's go to Features. I'm going to go to Extrude Cut. And it's asking me, do I have a sketch that I'm already going to use, or am I going to sketch on a plane or surface? And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sketch right on the part there. So I selected right in the middle of this big surface. Okay. So now, oh, I kind of messed that up. So I'm going to do Control 8. That gets me back to the flat orientation. I hit my zoom menu to get me back. And now what I'm going to do is sketch in that shape. Remember, it's that rectangle right here. So I'll just go ahead and use the rectangle. I'll sketch this in. So I've sketched what I wanted. I make sure I drew it right on the edges here. And now I got to do the dimension. Looks like it's 2 and 3 and then 4 from this back edge. All right, so let's go ahead and do smart dimension. Measure from here to here is 2. Measure from here to here is 3. And measuring from here over to this back surface here, and that is 4. Okay, so my sketch is all complete, black, and it's fully defined. So I'll go ahead and hit exit sketch. So I'm just going to spin my part just so you see what's going on. And you notice that it's going to extrude that shape down 5 inches. So what I'm going to do is change my depth here to through all. So it's only going to go through that little bit there and then hit the check mark. So there it is. There's my second feature. All right, so I'll go ahead and just save that. Make sure that I don't lose that. Now I'll just repeat that process. Extrude cut. I'm going to choose on this front face here. This is the surface I'm going to sketch on. And I'm going to fit that back to the screen. And now I'm going to sketch in something that looks like this, a little bit wider. So this is the shape I just sketched in. So I need this 1-inch dimension to come over here, this 4-inch dimension to come over here, and then the 4-inch dimension to come up there. Okay, so let's go ahead and dimension, smart dimension, this left side over here. It's 1. Move this out just a bit. And then go from the left side over here. Okay, and we forgot what that dimension was. That was 4. So we have that, and then I think we're measuring from this bottom surface up to here, and that is also going to be 4. Okay, so I got that. Go ahead and exit sketch. And again, I'm just going to do a Control 7. Oops. Control 7 here. That just gets me into the isometric view, or you can spin it either way. But this is what's going to be removed. And again, it's going blind 5. That would be fine, but I'll go make sure that I just go through the depth that's on my model. So I'll just hit then check mark. And now I have my part. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. So I would look on my desktop for Class 3 SLDPRT, and that's what I'll upload to Blackboard. And that's it for this assignment.